Friends, hello, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. The flash sale is amongst us, and we are seeing prices drop galore. Today, we're going to run over it real quickly. Try to get this out as quick as possible because it is a short-lived event. To go out there and not only take advantage of the flash sale by buying the players, but also by buying players off the auction house. Now, typically, we don't really touch the packs, but you know, when they're good, they're good. You got the vault pack. 30K. I love the odds personally. We opened it. We got the Ronald Acuna, but there's so many good players in this pack. And 87 plus, you got a 50% chance at a 90 plus. To me, it was very much worth it. Chase pack, I don't ever touch a chase pack. So 1 in 12 is horrible. I'm avoiding those. Opened the spotlight pack just because we came out ahead on the chase pack. Did get the O'Neal Cruz, which, you know, right now 20K. If you hold on to them, put back to 25, 30K probably. And then you got to open the anniversary pack because, well, every player is going for 10K right now quick. So they will bounce back up. I do love, as per the usual, you know, we talk about it all the time. I love buying players that are very limited. They're never out unless they're in spot sales. The spotlight player, or not the spotlight, the 20th anniversary plays are very much like that. People always need to complete them if they want to get the Scott roll, and they need to continue to buy them. They just a matter of if they flood the market at all. And then, you know, you go back to, well, they're no longer flooding the market because they're no longer in packs. Price trickles back up. Exactly what we've seen last time, drop to 10K. They're more of a longer term investment. You know, you got to hold on to 2-3 weeks. If you have the capital, the ability to do that, you know, feel free to do it. Love doing that, going that direction. As far as your quicker flips are concerned, you know, we bought the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just bought it for 200K. I for whatever reason forgot all about the flash sale. I seen the ad, then it was like 4 o'clock. It's like, forgot all about it. So hopefully we're not too late to the party there. But I love getting guys like that as well, just because it's like, hey, you're gonna give it a couple of days, so strip price will quickly go back. But you can also use them in the time being. You know, he was 350K, he's 200K now. I easily see him, you know, bouncing back up to 250, 275 within a week. I could be wrong. I would think that's pretty easily. And then again, over a couple weeks, this price continues to trickle up, especially for a guy that's a 95 overall. Other players like that in the pack, just keep in mind who's in a pack. Ronald Acuna, same story. You know, we've seen this happen before with guys like Ronald Acuna. I don't remember if it's going to show up on his card or if it's been passed, but Randy Johnson's a great example as well. I cannot see nothing because people are just slinging these packs right now. What overall are we at? I'll just keep tricking. There it is. Randy Johnson. He's down to 112. But again, this isn't the first time we've seen this with Randy Johnson. It doesn't show. We see 220. We see 190. Randy's been 112 before. He was 112 a month ago. He was down to 150 now because more and more players are coming out. So I am a little bit more leery just because there's more and more hard throws coming out. It's still Randy frickin' Johnson. I would expect this price to rebound. But just keeping that in mind with a lot of these newer cards especially. Candelario, still pretty sick card in this game. You know, he's up to 192. He's down to 70K. That's a guy that potentially you could see yourself double the coins. Definitely picked up one of them Candelarios. We've been on a shopping spree, to say the very least. So what else have we jumped in on here? We got some of the cheaper guys. I like going after some of the cheaper. I like to have a kind of a mixed portfolio. Just because, again, if you have the ability to hold on to the stubs and wait, some of these guys completely useless, right? You're not going to use them. But typically, it's the 10 to 12K players that used to go for 25, 25K that give you the best chance at doubling your stubs. Because once again, you know, he's 12K now, he was going for 24K. You would have doubled your stubs. And the reason you've seen, just like before, back in 524, you know, his price dropped to 13K, and you've seen it slowly. Took about a month, sure, go back up to 24K. But if you can put 300K aside, I know it's a lot, but you put 300K aside if you're just investing in cards, you know, easiest investments you can make, because they just eventually 2-3 months later you're doubling, or not 2-3 months later, 2-3 weeks later, you're doubling your coins. Always keep in mind, you know, I always say I don't like waiting after that 3-week period though. Back in the day it was once a month, and then we see them kind of get sporadic, but you know, now it's becoming closer to more like 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks to doing flash sales, but it's typically the same stuff they're reflash selling. So keep that in mind. You don't want to hold them too much longer than that, but definitely during the flash sale, it's a great opportunity to look at, you know, in this case here, I think it's the best chance to go out and just look at these players in the vault pack. As long as we don't see a permanent vault pack release, that's something to always keep in mind. But I stay away from the chase pack guys, just because it's not as flooded. But you know, the Vladimir Guerreros, I think the Schwarber is still expensive. He's 287 right now. He's gone down a little bit. But keeping in mind, I mean, to come up with a catcher like that, stellar. You got the Felix Batista. We picked one of those up as well, 140. to get a hard throwing bullpen guy. Still kind of hard to come by. You've seen his price go all the way down to 65K before. Could he go down a little bit more still? Absolutely. But my basic rule of thumb when these flash sales come out is like he was 150. I think he can get back up to 130. Try to drop 10, 15% off that price. Don't get greedy. Sure, he could go back up to 200. But I always try to keep that in mind when you're buying. That way you kind of get a good gauge. If a guy's 150K, drop 20K off the price tag and expect that to get back in return. Just in case. Just in case you don't want to get caught on the back end of a flash sale where it's like, hey, you know what? We'll look at it. Maybe Vladimir Jr., he's back up to 275. Should you buy him at 275? Maybe. But bear in mind, you might only get 330 for him. You're going to lose 30K. You're going to have 300K. Now you have a 25K profit. You're getting a little risky. Just understand where the risk is at that point in time. When the flash sale ends, it's going to end tonight. I think there's 4 hours left. Typically, I say that's it. It's too late. I don't like to touch any of those players anymore. As long as they're in packs, there's always going to be a little bit of wiggle room because they're in packs. Once they're out of packs, I try to avoid them at all costs. Nonetheless, pretty quick video here. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.